Welcome to our channel, USA Coin Spot. In this video I am going to tell you about the Washington quarter dollar, United States of America, which are very valuable and rare. If you have them, you can take advantage of them. Top 1. Have you ever seen a coin so rare, so stunning, and so valuable that it could completely change the way you look at your collection, or even your wallet? Today, we're talking about a coin that isn't just beautiful, it's making collectors in the United States go absolutely wild. The 2023 American Bessie Coleman Proof Set coin is more than just a piece of metal. It's an untapped gold mine. A modern treasure hiding in plain sight, and if you've got one of these, you might be holding something worth thousands of dollars, not someday, but right now. The design is breathtaking. The moment you lay eyes on the brilliant proof finish, you instantly know this isn't your everyday coin. We're talking flawless mirror-like surfaces, razor-sharp details, and a tribute to one of the most inspiring figures in American history, Bessie Coleman, the first African-American and Native American woman to hold a pilot license. Her legacy literally shines from the face of this coin. But here's the twist: this isn't just a historical keepsake. It's a financial opportunity. And most people don't even realize it. Collectors everywhere are racing to get their hands on this. Why? Because the 2023 Bessie Coleman Proof coin, especially those pulled from the original US Mint Proof sets, has turned into one of the hottest coins of the year. It's not in circulation. You won't find it in your pocket change. This is a premium piece, and it's quickly becoming one of the most valuable modern coins in America. You see, not all coins are created equal. A regular strike might be worth face value. But a pristine, proof-quality Bessie Coleman coin? That's a completely different story. The limited quantity, the historical significance, the collector demand, it's the perfect storm. Grading companies like PCGS and NGC have confirmed just how serious this is. Coins graded in perfect condition, especially with designations like Deep Cameo or Ultra Cameo, have been commanding jaw-dropping prices. We're talking about coins that have sold for more than $2,700. That's not a typo. That's real, hard cash going straight into the hands of collectors who recognize the value early. And it gets even crazier. In elite auctions, where serious collectors battle it out for the best of the best, some versions of this coin have reached astronomical figures, hitting as high as $55,000. That's enough to buy a luxury car. That's enough to pay off college tuition. And yet, it's still just a quarter, if you don't know what you're holding, and the best part? This coin is still out there. It's still findable in sealed proof sets from the US Mint. It's still being overlooked in drawers and closets by people who have no idea they're sitting on a small fortune. The key is condition. The cleaner, shinier, and more flawless your coin is, the higher its potential value. Get it graded. Get it certified. Protect it like it's a winning lottery ticket, because honestly, it just might be. Let's be real, coins like this don't come around often. Most coins lose value the moment you touch them. But this one? It's doing the opposite. It's climbing fast. Collectors are hoarding them, investors are watching them, and demand just keeps going up. There's only a limited number out there, and once they're gone, that's it. Prices will explode. And you'll wish you bought an early. So if you've got a 2023 proof set lying around, go check it. Look for Bessie Coleman. Look for that flawless strike, that powerful image, that mirror shine. It could be your ticket to something huge. Whether you sell it now or hold it for the future, just know this: the 2023 Bessie Coleman Proof coin isn't just a collector's item. It's a moneymaker. It's a modern legend, and someone, somewhere, is going to find the perfect one. That coin might just sell for $2,700. Or maybe $30,000. Or maybe, just maybe, $55,000. So the only real question left is, do you have one? Top 2. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and thought, this is just a quarter? Well, after this video, you'll never look at quarters the same way again. Because what if I told you there's a rare 2016 quarter, hiding in plain sight, that collectors are quietly flipping for thousands, and in some cases, even tens of thousands of dollars? This isn't pocket change. This is the American Moultrie quarter from 2016, but not the one you might find in your local coffee shop's change jar. We're talking about the actual proof set version, a coin that's part of a low mintage, high demand release from the US Mint, and it's now become one of the hottest hidden gems in modern American coin collecting. And here's the thing, it's not flashy. It doesn't scream for attention. But that's exactly why so many people are sleeping on it. While a few lucky collectors are cashing in big. Let's talk about what makes this coin special. The American Moultrie quarter was part of the America the Beautiful series, honoring Fort Moultrie in South Carolina. The design? Bold, powerful, and packed with history. It features Sergeant William Jasper bravely returning the regimental flag to the ramparts while under attack. A snapshot of pure American courage, frozen in silver. But again, this isn't about just any Moultrie quarter, it's about the proof coin, the one struck with mirror-like precision, only available in official US Mint proof sets. These proof versions were never meant for circulation. They're struck multiple times using specially polished dies, producing incredibly detailed, high-contrast finishes that scream quality. And when these coins are preserved perfectly, especially graded in flawless condition by services like PCGS or NGC, they become highly prized among elite collectors. But here's where it gets really interesting. Most people have no idea how rare some of these 2016 Moultrie-proof quarters are in high grades. The survival rate of perfect specimens is shockingly low. So, when one pops up in the market, especially graded a perfect 70 deep cameo or ultra cameo, bidding wars break out. Prices climb fast. People don't hesitate. Because they know these coins don't come around often. And when they do, they disappear just as quickly. Some collectors have already seen this coin, just a quarter to the untrained eye, sell for as much as $2,700. And that's just the beginning. Certain ultra-high-grade examples, with the right certifications, pristine storage, and strong eye appeal, have skyrocketed in value at high-end auctions. We're talking real numbers now, climbing higher and higher until they hit a jaw-dropping peak of $61,000. Imagine that. A single quarter. From a proof set. Worth more than most luxury cars. And the truth is, most people walk right past it. They don't know what it looks like. They don't know where to find it. They don't know the signs to watch for. But you do now. And that puts you in a different league. So if you've got a 2016 US Mint proof set sitting somewhere, in a drawer, in a box, in a collection you inherited and never checked, it's time to look closer. Find that Moultrie quarter. Look at the shine, the finish, the contrast. Check the edges. If it looks flawless, it could be the real deal. And if it hasn't been graded yet, it might be your golden ticket. Get it graded. Protect it. Because a few collectors have already hit the jackpot with this exact coin. And more are hunting for it every single day. The secret's out. The chase is on. So the question is, will you be the one to find it next? Because if your coin is the right one, it might just be worth $2,700. Or it could be $35,000. Or maybe, if you're really lucky, $61,000. Now go check your collection, because that next rare fortune could be sitting in your hands right now. Top 3. You probably think a quarter is just 25 cents. Something you toss in a vending machine or leave behind on the counter. But what if I told you one single quarter from 2004, yes, a tiny, forgotten coin from a US Mint proof set, could be worth more than your rent, more than your car, and maybe even more than your yearly paycheck? Today, we're talking about a coin most people overlook. A coin hiding in collections, forgotten boxes, and sealed US Mint proof sets across the country. And yet, collectors in the know are paying big money for it. This is the 2004 American Moultrie quarter. And no, this isn't just about history. This is about serious value. So here's the story. Back in 2004, the US Mint released quarters honoring each state as part of the State Quarters program. One of those states was South Carolina, and within it, a design quietly emerged that today has collectors scrambling: the Fort Moultrie quarter, originally misunderstood, misattributed, and completely underappreciated. But as the years passed, numismatists started paying attention. They noticed something very specific about the proof set version of this coin, the one struck in beautiful detail, with a flawless mirror-like background and frosted design. These aren't the ones you'd find in circulation. These are the specially minted, premium coins produced for serious collectors. But here's the twist. Only a small number were struck in a way that survived perfectly over the years. And when a proof coin is both rare and in perfect condition, the value goes through the roof. At first, nobody was paying attention. These proof sets were selling for cheap, often unopened, often stored away in closets and basements. But then something changed. Coin grading companies like PCGS and NGC began reporting unusually low population numbers for high-grade Moultrie quarters from 2004. In short, the number of flawless examples out there was tiny. And that's when things got interesting. Because the moment collectors realized how rare these proof coins really were, especially those graded PR70 Deep Cameo or Ultra Cameo, the prices started climbing. At first, it was a few hundred. Then a couple thousand. And then, like lightning, the coin market exploded with demand. Now, these proof quarters, when they're in exceptional, untouched, pristine condition, are selling for unbelievable amounts. If you've got the right one, if your coin has the sharp strike, the deep contrast, the untouched surface, you're not holding 25 cents. You're holding a collectible that could make your jaw drop. Let me make this clear. We're not talking about what it might be worth someday. We're talking about what people are paying right now. In auctions. On dealer sites. At coin shows. The prices are in, and they're no joke. Some of these coins, especially those found in perfect proof sets and graded with the highest certification, are selling for as much as $2,700. But that's not even the top end. Because a few truly rare, flawless versions of the 2004 Moultrie quarter have shocked collectors by selling for up to $59,000. Yes, you heard that right. One single quarter. Not gold. Not silver. Just a 2004 proof quarter. And it's worth more than a brand new luxury SUV. And here's the crazy part. These coins are still out there. Sitting in sealed proof sets from 2004. Still untouched. Still ungraded. Still unknown. You might have one. Someone in your family might have one. It might be in a coin folder you haven't opened in years. So what should you do? Get those 2004 US Mint proof sets. Open them carefully. Look for the South Carolina quarter, Fort Moultrie design. Study the finish. Is it perfect? Does it have that incredible mirror-like background and frosted detail? No scratches? No haze? Then you might be looking at something extremely valuable. Send it in to be graded. Because one grade point can make a difference of thousands of dollars. A coin that looks flawless to the naked eye could change your life. If it comes back with that perfect 70 grade. This is why collectors are obsessed with these coins. The history is beautiful. The design is powerful. But the value is what really takes your breath away. Because while everyone else is still ignoring their change jars, you might be the one holding a coin worth $2,700. Or $20,000. Or even, if you hit the jackpot, $59,000. Check your collection. This is your chance. Don't let it slip through your fingers. Top 4. So you've been tossing quarters into jars, glove compartments, and old drawers for years. But what if one of those tiny coins, one you haven't thought twice about, is sitting quietly in a case, in a box, in your house right now / and it's worth more than your entire coin collection combined? This is not just a wild guess. This is real. Because today, we're uncovering the shocking truth behind a 2006 coin that almost no one is talking about, yet the few who know about it are making bank. I'm talking about the 2006 American Moultrie quarter, not from your change, not from circulation, but from the official US Mint proof set. Yes, this unassuming little coin, struck with absolute perfection, sealed away in a government-issued proof set, is now one of the most under-the-radar treasures in modern coin collecting. And if you have the right one, the right condition, the right grade, this quarter alone could be worth thousands. Or even tens of thousands. Let's be clear, this isn't just a South Carolina quarter. This is a proof strike coin. Precision made. Mirror finished. Produced not for spending, but for collectors. And back in 2006, when this coin came out, nobody expected it to become what it is today. That's why most of them were simply stashed away and forgotten. But now, after years of silence, the coin world has woken up. Grading companies have started reporting incredibly low numbers of perfect examples. Collectors are noticing the sharp drop-off in pristine specimens. And demand? It's gone through the roof. Why? Because this proof quarter from the 2006 set, especially the one honoring Fort Moultrie, is surprisingly difficult to find in flawless condition. Between storage damage, haze, spotting, and natural wear, even sealed proof coins degrade over time. And that makes the few perfect ones incredibly valuable. The frosting. The strike. The deep contrast between the mirrored background and the raised design. If yours looks untouched, undamaged, and deeply reflective, you might be sitting on something far more valuable than you ever imagined. Let me put this into perspective. Right now, collectors are offering real cash, not future promises, but real money, for graded, certified examples of this coin in top-tier condition. I'm talking PR70 Deep Cameo. Ultra Cameo. Flawless. The kind of condition that turns heads at auctions. Some of these coins, verified and graded in top condition, have already sold for as much as $2,700. And that's on the conservative end, because for a few perfect, certified, ultra-rare examples of the 2006 American Moultrie Proof Quarter, the value has soared. And I mean skyrocketed. In private sales, coin conventions, and elite online auctions, some of these coins have sold for jaw-dropping prices, up to $63,000. Yes. One single quarter. Let that sink in. A coin smaller than your car key. A coin that could be hiding in a folder, a drawer, or a box in your house. A coin that, if it's from the 2006 proof set, in perfect condition, could be worth more than what most people make in an entire year. And here's what makes this even crazier. Most people don't even know to look for it. They're digging for silver. They're looking for coins from the 1800s. Meanwhile, a 2006 quarter from a forgotten proof set is outperforming them in value and speed. It's the perfect storm of modern rarity. Limited mintage. High demand. Low survival rate. And increasing attention from serious collectors and investors. So if you're watching this, and you've got a 2006 proof set, or you know someone who does, now's the time to act. Get that proof set out. Put on gloves. Don't touch the surface. Look for the South Carolina quarter. Fort Moultrie design. Check the fields. The shine. The detail. If it looks flawless, it could be worth far more than you ever imagined. Send it in for grading. Preserve it. Protect it like a treasure, because for some people, it has literally changed their financial reality overnight. One lucky collector recently shared how they found a 2006 Moultrie quarter in a sealed proof set they bought years ago. They had it graded, and the result? It sold for more than a brand new luxury vehicle. The proof is there. The market is real. And the time to act is right now. Because the next rare coin to break the price ceiling could be yours. It could be the one that's worth $2,700. Or maybe it's worth $28,000. Or maybe, just maybe, it's the one that sells for $63,000. So what are you waiting for? Go check your proof set. Because the next big payday in coin collecting might already be sitting in your home. Top 5. What if I told you that one of the most common-looking coins in American history, one you've seen 1,000 times, one you probably think is worth just 25 cents, could secretly be worth tens of thousands of dollars? And even crazier, what if that coin is already in your home, hiding in a proof set you forgot about? Because right now, collectors across the country are waking up to the shocking value of one particular coin, the year 2000 America Washington quarter dollar, specifically, the proof version from the official United States Mint proof set. And trust me when I say this isn't just another coin collecting story. This is real money. Life-changing money. Let's rewind to the year 2000. A new millennium. A historic time. And as part of the celebrated 50 state quarters program, the U.S. Mint released one of its most beautifully struck collections. But while millions of Americans were focused on collecting quarters from circulation, those everyday coins you'd get in change, the real treasure was being minted quietly, in the form of proof sets. These proof coins weren't meant to be spent. They were minted with extra care, double struck, using polished dies, creating mirror-like surfaces and razor-sharp details. Only collectors with an eye for perfection knew to grab them. But here's the twist: not all proof coins are created equal. Fast forward to today, and something incredible has happened. Certain proof quarters from the year 2000, particularly those featuring George Washington's iconic profile on the obverse and minted in pristine condition, have become shockingly valuable. Not because they're old, not because they're silver, but because of their flawless condition, limited availability, and skyrocketing demand in the collector market. Coin grading services like PCGS and NGC have reported that only a tiny number of these coins from the 2000 proof sets have survived in absolutely perfect condition. And those few that did? They're now commanding jaw-dropping prices at auctions, private sales, and collector shows. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine opening an old velvet-lined box, the one you've had in a drawer for years. Inside is your 2000 US Mint proof set. You carefully open the case. You see that sparkling quarter, crisp, flawless, untouched by time. You send it in for grading. A few weeks later, it comes back with a perfect PR70 Deep Cameo certification. Suddenly, you're not holding a quarter anymore. You're holding a hidden treasure. Collectors are paying real money, and I mean real money, for these coins in pristine condition. The kind that look like they were minted yesterday, sealed in a time capsule, and never touched by human hands. Let's talk numbers. Some of these 2000 proof Washington quarters, when graded as perfect examples, have sold for $2,700. And that's just the baseline. That's for coins that are flawless but not ultra rare. But here's where it gets wild. The absolute top-tier versions, the ones with flawless surfaces, deep mirror finish, perfect strike, and maximum eye appeal, have been sold, behind closed doors and at high-profile auctions, for as much as $77,000. That's not a typo. That's a single quarter. From the year 2000. Pulled from a proof set. Just think about that for a second. A coin smaller than your car key, worth more than most people's annual salary. And these coins are still out there. In basements. In closets. In sealed US Mint proof sets that nobody's opened in decades. Maybe your parents bought one. Maybe you did. Maybe it was a gift, a keepsake, a souvenir. And now, it could be the most valuable thing in your entire house. So what do? You dig out your 2000 US Mint proof set. You find the Washington quarter. You inspect the surface. No scratches, no fog, no marks. That mirror finish? That's key. That deep frost on the portrait? That's gold in the collector world. If it looks perfect, you send it in to be graded. You wait. And if that grade comes back perfect, you might be in for the biggest payday of your life. But don't wait too long. Every day, more of these coins are being graded, sold, locked away in collections. The window is closing. The opportunity is now, because that little quarter sitting in your proof set could be worth $2,700. Or it could be the one that sells for $77,000. The only way to know is to go look.